Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. Wait, I know what you're thinking. Where can I get some of that sweet, sweet goods merchandise? I mean, you are right. It is pretty stylish and creatively designed. I'll tell you where you can go get it. You can go to teespring.com. If you look in the link description below, it'll take you to a website where you'll see all the gear that we wear here on the channel. Plus, you'll be, as the kids say, lit while they look at your fit. And that is probably the most disturbing thing I've ever said on this show. Just go buy a shirt. So we just recently saw the trailer for She-Hulk, and we are highly disappointed. I mean, so much so that we had to make a video to talk about our disappointment for She-Hulk. Oh man, I had so much expectations for this show. I'm a big She-Hulk fan. I'm be forthright with you guys. I didn't read a lot of She-Hulk, but when I did read She-Hulk and where she crossed over with a lot of other characters that I did read, I have a certain impression of her, and I have a certain expectation of what Marvel has given us for CGI in the show, and it did not quite live up to it.
Yeah, it didn't. And you have this influence that the public has, you know. Right. Now let's talk about Sonic, you know.
Yeah.
The initial character design of Sonic infuriated the fans royally. So much so that they basically halted posts so they can redo it.
I feel like that's the first time that the fan voice was heard, and they made a change.
And they made the right choice.
They make the right choice. Most of the time they're just kind of like, you don't know what you're talking about. Like the Wolverine origins with Deadpool. We literally told them like, this is not good, and they were like, nah, you don't know what you're talking about. And then we told them with our money in our wallets and said like, nah, you screwed this up. So I hope that's something that they're going to pull a Sonic and say, like, we got this. We're going to fix it.
So we're looking at it right now. And, well, first of all, let's talk about the trailer itself. So you see now Attorney at Law.
Yeah, so
right there.
It screams Harvey Birdman from Adult Swim.
Yeah, not a fan of the title, by the way.
By the way, so, like, I'm okay with it being a comedy. I feel like Marvel loves to mix in like a level of humor to their properties, and we've seen action, we've seen a sitcom, we've seen an action die-hard action scene thing, we've seen basically, which is Captain America 3.5 and the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. They like to change up what they're doing in these TV shows. So a regular sitcom and a Ally McBeal. That's a perfect reference for this show.
Perfect.
Ally McBeal. This is what this is going to be. Ally McBeal. It's not going to be a regular court procedural like Law and Order or something like this. This is going to be Ally McBeal, where she's a lawyer, but it's like got a real high comedic element to it. That's exactly what this is going to be.
So you get Ally McBeal, Sex and the City,
She-Hulk in the City,
Teen Wolf,
She-Wolf.
She-Wolf, because you were talking about how this character embraces
or Teen Hulk.
Yeah. Right? But she embraces the Hulk persona because it gives her the confidence that she doesn't have.
Because she's a very shy person as a character, and she spends the majority of her time as She-Hulk because that's where she feels the most comfortable as. It gives her the confidence that she didn't have as regular Jessica Walters. She is now like confident and has the voluptuous body that she didn't have before, and that's why there's a lot of heavily sexual overtones to this show.
And that is what and that was similar to how Michael J. Fox's character was in Teen Wolf.
Exactly right.
Exactly the same freaking thing. So
some would say it was like in
this is a lot like Teen Wolf. Now the premise as far as the car accident and the blood transfusion and all that stuff. Okay, great.
Are they gonna do that? Because I'm not sure if they really reference it.
They showed the car crash.
Okay.
So that's what I'm getting from that.
Okay.
Now, where they lost me, honestly, besides the title, is the CGI.
Yeah, it is
good. Really bad. I mean, I'm talking
it's
like
it's Ang Lee bad.
It's Ang Lee Hulk. It's WWF Warzone for PS1.
Wow, it's PS1 bad.
It is.
Jeez.
Rocky doesn't suck. You suck. It's It is to that level, dude. And when I watched it, it was just so bad. I saw Fiona looking better than that. Because that's what it reminded me of. It reminded me of Fiona and Shrek. And it was one of those things where I hope that they do listen to the fans and they fix that immediately. But
they got a couple of months.
They did get, obviously, they have the template, I guess, for Smart Hulk from Endgame.
Right, because
Ruffalo
his was fine.
His looks great.
Yes.
And you commented on how good Tim Roth, Abomination, looks.
Yes.
He looks
all
even
the
better.
ones that they previously worked on before, their CGI has already been like, they must have the templates already sitting in the system, and it was like, well, all we have to do is just motion capture what we want to do, because we already perfected their CGI. Hers is brand new, so I assume that that's what they're struggling with. It was like, we haven't quite perfected it yet. I will give them the benefit of the doubt, because when Mortal Kombat came out, I really hated the CGI of Reptile. I was ready to boycott this movie just because Reptile, who had a small part in this movie, looked like crap in the trailer. But when I got to see the movie, they fixed his CGI by the time the movie came out, and I was like, oh, cool, you guys made it better. And for the 15 seconds he was on screen, I got over it, and it didn't kill the movie for me. So I'm assuming between now, May, and 3 months from now, when the TV show actually debuts, that they'll figure this out. They'll figure this out, and we'll make it better. And or I hope that they'll Sonic this thing and say like, hey, people are really hating the CGI. Let's stop. Take some extra time and fix this.
Yeah. Right now we are in a multiverse spot as far as the MCU.
Right.
We're like pretty much heavily invested in the multiverse, in timelines, and all of this other stuff. Mm-hmm. When you're looking at shows like Falcon and the Winter Soldier, that's more on par with Black Widow, with Captain America. It's more on par with that whole government influence on the MCU and all that. Mm-hmm. And then you get Hawkeye too. Mm-hmm. So how does this, where is this gonna play into that? Because it's
not gonna play with it really anywhere except the fact that it may cross over with Daredevil. Or Echo, because Echo is supposed to cross over with Daredevil, and maybe somehow this is all going to tie in with the Marvel TV shows in the lower, where Netflix was trying to do more lower level superheroes, and where they had Hell's Kitchen and Jessica Jones and Luke Cage and Punisher, where these are the things that are happening. This isn't the grand scheme of things that are happening in the Marvel MCU. These are kind of the smaller things. Maybe it will be there, and maybe the smaller villains, we're gonna reach back out to the Netflix shows since they're now part of Disney Plus. Maybe they will now kind of intertwine with this. Now, my real question is that if you do She-Hulk, and you're going to keep Hulk tied to her, will we get Red She-Hulk and bring back Liv Tyler?
Technically, Ruffalo is Edward Norton.
Yes.
Technically. Same character. Ruffalo
Liv Tyler is still MCU.
That's Betty. Yeah, she's Betty Ross. So, yeah. And unfortunately, William Hurt's passed, but God rest his soul. But, she's still there.
Yeah.
So that's a possibility.
I mean, we're bringing Abomination back for this,
and
that's still.
And let's talk about that.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Abomination was just seen in Shang-Chi fighting Wong. Mm-hmm. How the hell he end up there?
Got free somehow.
Did he do this shit?
Maybe Wong's like, all right, cool. I'm gonna give you a 2-day pass. Come back by Monday morning. You get Saturday and Sunday. Come back by Monday morning, because basically he got to fight, and he circled him, put him back in prison and stuff like that, back on the raft. So maybe they're like, every once in a while, we'll let you out. Don't tear stuff up.
Good to see Tim Roth back, though.
Thank you. That's what I wanted to say, Tim Roth.
Good to see Tim Roth back.
I mean, if Tim Roth is in this, and Incredible Hulk is in this, why can't they bring back Betty Ross?
No, I agree 100% with you. So here,
also too. So now we're talking about crossovers. Why can't they bring back? Oh my God!
We gonna see Charlie Cox in this?
Oh man, not Charlie Cox, but I was just talking about this character. I'm so bad with names.
Yes, you are. You forgot my name.
Hellcat is a friend of Hellcat's a friend of Jessica Jones. I did. Hellcat's a friend of Jessica Jones. She also crosses over with Jessica Walters.
Okay.
It's a lot of Jessicas in the MCU.
Yeah.
So I mean, with She-Hulk, so they all cross, but they're all friends in some aspect. So Red She-Hulk, and I want Hellcat in this.
Season 2.
Right.
But right now, let's get the CGI right. So here's some of the comments that we have got. Well, not us, but that the trailer has gotten. And tell me what you think about this one. Okay. They miss angry Hulk.
They miss angry Hulk.
Angry and strong Hulk. They don't want smart Hulk no more.
I mean, they're keeping smart Hulk though.
CGI needs some help.
Mm-hmm. I think angry Hulk is considered Savage Hulk.
Okay. Blah, 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 blah. People can't wait to see her and Matt Murdock together.
Yeah, that'd be great. Like in court together, that'd be amazing because that's a comic thing.
Frogman is going to be a household name after this.
No.
Kind of like Vigilante and Peacemaker. Maybe we'll see.
Or Kite Man and Poison Ivy. Kite Man and Poison Ivy. Yeah.
They need to work on the CGI. That's the biggest thing right now.
And that's the most important thing about this show is getting the CGI right on it.
And we were looking at the, you look at the thumbnails when you're watching the, to click on the videos and all of that. And there is one where you have her and you have Ruffalo. And the crisp detail in Ruffalo compared to hers, complete different.
You can see his 5 o'clock shadow in the CGI, and on her it looks like they took a face and they changed the contact lenses. They changed the eye color in the character, and then like took a filter and made her green. That's all it looks like, and it was like it looks so unnatural.
Yes, that's exactly right. It does look unnatural. Now, when you're looking at the way it's filmed and maybe a little bit of how it's being portrayed as far as a character, you could see a little bit of the Incredible Hulk with Bill Bixby and Lou Ferrigno type of of stories in a way.
I couldn't even see that. All I see is Ang Lee.
But if that's okay, you know what?
That's all I see is Ang Lee.
You're right.
Because at least with Bill Bixby and Lou Ferrigno, I knew it was a real person just painted green.
I would have rather had China in this. Got Russell again.
Just use a body double. I'm fine with that. But like it literally looked like that person didn't exist on screen.
But if you're not
with Lou Ferrigno, I was like, okay, he is just a guy painted green. But he's a real person.
But he's freaking Diesel, so that's what I'm saying. I was like, I would have rather had if you're not gonna get the CGI right, give me a real person that freaking is like that.
Here's the difference, because
I don't know who you.
The simple fact is because they had the original Hulk and her. The word I want to use. The difference between the two, to have a real person versus a CGI character right next to each other, your eye would pick up on.
Okay, you're right.
Your eye would pick up on.
I understand.
Even with the Avengers, they have him for a scene and then they have him do other things, because when you have him stand next to real people for too long, then your mind says like, that's not real. That's not real. And you really start to pick up the differences.
All right, you're right.
They couldn't do it. They had to CGI her.
So in the meantime, right now, let's just get the CGI right.
Let's get the CGI right.
And then we'll go from there.
All right, by July, you better have the CGI
Where
right.
do you think this is going to rank as far as the shows? Because right now, for me, WandaVision's number 1,
like
Loki's 2,
What
If is 3.
Now that I've said Ally McBeal, if it's Ally McBeal, I'll be happy.
Okay.
I'll be happy because Ally McBeal is enjoyable. It's enjoyable as a court show.
Ally McBeal,
yeah,
Sex and the City, Teen Wolf, and Shrek. Got it.
Yeah, there. You do all those things, and then it's gonna be amazing. We'll be talking about number one Marvel show.
All right. Terrence, take it home.
All right, guys. Look, I didn't mean to trash on this, and it was like a lot of people are really excited about this. I'm really excited about this. I'm a big She-Hulk fan, not for the reason that you guys think, but I'm a big She-Hulk fan, and I was really looking forward to this trailer, and so much so I didn't even really want to see it. I kind of wanted to wait till the show came out, but now that I've seen it, I'm like, tapering back my expectations. Tell us what you think about it in the comments below. And if this is the first time you've seen the channel, make sure you subscribe as well as click the notification button so that way you're aware of all the other things that we do on the channel.
For Aspen, Art, Carla, where the hell they're at, I'm Manny.
I'm Terrence.
And we'll see you next time.
Wait, guys, are you still here? I'm glad you're still here. All right, so if you look down, it's somewhere over here. Look down. We actually have a Patreon. So if you guys watch this show and you really like what we want to do and you want to help support the show and you want to help me get an editor so I can get to sleep at night because I'm really tired and you guys see all my mistakes in the episodes. So please go to patreon.com/thegoods. Give us a penny, give us a nickel, give us $1.
Just don't give us the finger.
Don't do that. But make sure you do donate something because we do have some giveaways. There's posters, there's t-shirts.
I'll sign something for you.
Exactly. So take a look, guys, and help us out. We appreciate it.